My name is Indigo Lee and my major is business entrepreneurship.
So the first step when you're building a pivot chart is you want to select all the data out of the table, go to Insert, and click Pivot Table. Then you want to add it to a new worksheet, click OK, and then it's going to bring all of your data to a new chart. So now we're going to add the information into the different areas so that we can actually produce a table. First, we're going to take retailer country and we're going to add that to columns. And then we're going to look for product type. So we're going to scroll down and there's product type and we're going to add that to rows. And you can see it's starting to build a table. Then we're going to fill our values up with the information that's going to go inside. So first we're going to look for revenue. And then we're going to add that to values, and we're going to get the sum of the revenue. And then we're going to add gross margin to values. So now I want to change the format of the revenue. So I'm going to click this little icon on the right. I'm going to leave it as sum, but I'm going to click on number and then go down to number. I don't want any decimal places to make it easier to read, and I think I'm going to add a comma. So once I've done that, I'm going to click OK. Click OK again. And then I'm going to do the same thing for gross margin, except I'm not going to do a sum. I'm going to change it to average. Go to numbers. And I think I'm going to leave the two decimal places, and I'm not going to put a comma for the separator. I'm going to click OK. So now we have a full table, but we're going to change it up and filter some of the information. So we're going to click for the column label. And I think I just want to do the data for Australia and Japan. So I'm going to deselect everything and only select Australia and Japan. So now that filter has been set. Now we're going to add in a column chart so that we can see the data in a different way and it's easier to read. So we're going to go under Insert and click the clustered column line on secondary axis. And we're going to get that and expand it so that it's a lot bigger so that it's easier to see. Now we're going to adjust the information on here and we're going to make the columns aligned with the primary axis and we're going to do the lines with the secondary axis. I'm just going to make this a little bit larger so that it's easier to click on everything. And then I'm going to right click something on the chart and click Format Data Series. And I'm going to adjust it so that the two bar columns are on the primary axis and the two line columns are on the secondary axis. So now that I have done that and formatted it to the way I like, it's a lot easier to see, and you can see the two columns and the two lines showing all of the information nice and easily. Now that I've shown you how to build a pivot chart and create a combination chart with lines on the secondary axis, here's a little joke. If you ever want to buy a drink off of an Excel spreadsheet, all you have to do is go to the formula bar. Don't forget to save your work.